Great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Colorado State Rams. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Rams line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the San Diego State Aztecs, the offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the all the way. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Rams. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Running inside, it's Sutton. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Aztecs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Quick strike through the air for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll got a little room. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Try the right side with Brown. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here comes the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. The run inside. It's Sutton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. There's a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Let's go.
First down here for the offense. Running inside. It's Sutton. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Quick release by the QB. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
A run for the quarterback. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Red pass, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Touchdown, San Diego State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Colorado State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Now on first down from the 40. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Brown.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They're lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Rams.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on off.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their third and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On third down, here's Washington. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. On the move. Picks up the first down. Finding some room. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 19 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wolverines, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Fort Collins. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stuff.
Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown Aztecs. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
There's some room. Got enough for the first. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Here we go. Ready.
This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Off to the races to the right. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Well, you're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Might have a chance. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Makes the grab. It's Napier.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. On target over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That's caught. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
And the Aztecs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a give to Washington. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
To the air on second down. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. On 1st down, it's Brown again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Rams come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, San Diego State. The defense with a huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Looking for room. It's Sutton. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying play action. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Aztecs.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. On the snap, it's Brown. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Still running at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. At the 35, he's open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep...
Here's a little room there. The tag! Touchdown Rams! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.